Halloween. Yeah.
No, because when I saw it was a 40-minute, and it happened to be going towards the airport. I assumed that maybe you were going to the airport.
I am going to the airport.
Okay. How are you today?
I am good. It's travel day.
Whew. Okay, so first and foremost, all rides are recorded for safety. You got a 43-minute ride. You don't mind music, do you?
No, that's fine.
All right. Again, I want to thank you for riding with Uber. Yeah, I had my gym bag back there, but I took it out, and it's books and stuff. I just need to organize it today. Sorry about that.
You work at Planet Fitness too?
Yeah.
You're a security guard, Planet Fitness, Uber driver. You got it all going on.
Well, I'm staying prayed up. I just like to get where I'm going safely. There's going to be trick-or-treaters going on today.
Yeah, this neighborhood especially is super busy with kids on Halloween.
Yeah. Are you traveling for business?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't really mean sticking around trick-or-treat with the kiddos, but work calls. How long have you been driving Uber?
Successfully this month.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm on call, so it makes more sense to just Uber. I make more Ubering than I do going to work.
Okay.
So.
Are you on so I guess you're on call for the security company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you usually post up?
Markets of the Town. If you know where that's at, it's in Jacksonville.
I do not.
It's St. Town Center, where the Apple store is there, P.F. Chang's and things of that nature. Best Buy.
Are you on foot patrol or just driving around there?
Golf cart. Yeah. So basically, I'm driving either way. It just it makes more sense to me.
Jacksonville originally?
Los Angeles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What brought you back east?
Well, there was this thing that happened, the whole COVID thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I lost half my family.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it changed a whole lot of things.
That's crazy.
It happened so quickly. Most of them, 7 days, which was really crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. You could be having a conversation with somebody, eating Thanksgiving dinner, whatever the case may be. Next thing you know, you ain't heard from them, and you're preparing for the funeral. Like, hey.
Was that all out in California?
Midwest, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's where my family initially is from. My grandmother lives out in Los Angeles, but parents, uncles, anybody that was basically over the age of 45. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, because in those areas, in the Midwest, like Florida, probably wasn't that bad. And Los Angeles probably not that bad either because of the heat. But in the areas where you have that colder temperature, the pneumonia season, the flu season and stuff, that's when it hit. And that cold just made it spread. Everyone was critical. Yeah. It seems like the heat prevented it in many places.
Yeah, we had our waves here in Florida. A lot of it in the summertime when you're actually stuck inside because it was so hot. But the rest of the year is pretty nice.
Yeah.
When did you move here?
8 months ago.
Okay. No, I actually grew up on the West Coast.
Oh.
So my elementary school years were in Southern California, just outside of Santa Barbara.
Oh, Santa Barbara. Okay.
And then my high school years were just north of Seattle.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm Los Angeles. Crenshaw and Slauson.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of lessons, but yeah, it's a language that people speak there. That's it's a universal language, you know. Yeah. Are you into technology?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I'm not like super gadgety.
Okay.
But, what do you ask?
Oh, the robots are coming.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah. The machines that are going to kill us all.
Well, you know, one day at a time. I mean, yeah, it kind of, that's what everyone kind of thinks, that the robots are bad, but they might be a good thing. Yeah, I think they might be a good thing. It simplifies some things. That's my thing. Is the temperature okay? Cause
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
yeah, it feels a little warm in here. I'm just hoping that everyone is hollow, because today they're gonna be Uber and Central.
Yeah. Gonna be busy.
You have kids?
I do. I got 2 teenage girls.
Oh, okay.
They keep me busy. How about you? You have any kids?
Not yet. Not yet.
Did you move here with any family?
My sister, my sister's been here for like 20 years. We have different dads. So when her father passed away, first her uncle passed away, which her father was the only remaining sibling, so he inherited everything that the uncle had, and he worked like for the government type stuff, so he inherited everything. And then 7 days later he passed away, so my sister inherited a home here.
Oh, wow.
So logistically it makes more financial sense than paying the extreme wages of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of a no-brainer. I just basically sold everything. I sold like 3 65-inch televisions and a 75-inch television for like less, all of them together for like less than $500.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just fire sale, getting out of town.
Yeah, I'm really a minimalist at my heart.
Yeah.
So okay. But I know for sure I spent like $4,000 for that television. And yeah, that was the only heartbreaking part of the whole thing. Yeah. But you know, life goes on.
Does indeed. So if you're from Indiana originally, how'd you end up in LA?
My grandmother, my parents, and my grandfather was from Indiana. But again, when I met my grandmother, had to have been about 18 years ago, and ever since then we've been inseparable.
Yeah.
So as soon as like high school was over, gone. And I actually made a promise to myself I would never leave, but The thing is, you learn so many lessons. You get overwhelmed with the keeping up with the Joneses type feeling. I was burnt out. I was burnt out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. Now, unless you're part of like a union or something, then it's better. It's hard to make the rent there.
Yeah. California's so expensive.
Yeah. I mean, any like oversaturated market is, and there's no it's not going down, it's going up. You know. We got 26 miles, sir.
Sounds good.
So what kind of work?
I'm in the Navy.
Oh,
I got stationed out here.
yeah, I had a feeling it was something very like straightforward.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. The Navy bases, there's a Jacksonville is like it has a huge Navy.
Yeah. Lots of Navy here.
Yeah. And the thing about it, you know, they have you guys stationed. Well, you guys be on the outskirts of Jacksonville, more or less. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys might go to the Navy base, but you guys don't like live in the Jacksonville. Like, you guys live in the more good areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not actually at one of the bases in Jacksonville. I actually work in St. Augustine.
Oh.
But yeah, even like where they originally chose the locations for the bases, they were outside the city. But the city's just kind of grown past them. The air station was just right there.
Now, did you see the Blue Angels when they were here?
No, I was out of town that weekend.
Oh.
I saw them. They came last year and they flew a show at the beach, and I saw them there. But I was out of town this year.
Yeah, that was a big thing. I tried to Uber when events are going on because that's the best time.
Yeah.
And that was one of the events that was going on. Right now it's been at the stadium. They have those games going every weekend. I think it's Bulldogs, Jaguars.
Yeah.
That'd be Saturday and Sunday. Because like for like a 9-minute ride, I made $52.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I need to start making sure that I'm at least in that area during the game times. And they give you notifications too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in the Jacksonville area do you live?
North side, closer to Dunn.
Okay.
But I'd be in the Atlantic Beach area. That's where I normally start out around that area.
Yeah.
Because you have more beach goers and it's more better vibes
Yeah.
than the downtown area. You can feel the difference in the riders. Yeah, most people are just trying to go to the beach or trying to go home for the beach. There's a lot of bars and stuff over there, a lot of restaurants. But up north is where the airport is at, so you get good rides from the airport too. So there's pros and cons to different areas. But I was working this morning at the Marriott for security.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I got here today. It's really an adventure.
Yeah. It gets you to learn a new city there really quick, that's for sure.
Yeah, they say this is like the second or number one largest city in America.
Yeah, by square miles.
Square miles, yeah.
Because it's just one big municipality. Like LA is massive, but it's really surrounded by a bunch of smaller cities, right?
Yeah, it's broken down like it's very 5-10 minutes you're in a different county, but the whole thing claims Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But here the whole thing is Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't really mind. I drive for the hours. So like I don't drive past 12 a.m. because I've had bad experiences after 12 a.m.
That sucks. Other Uber drives I've had said if they're driving late, they like drive from the airport. Because generally people want to go home.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good that happens after midnight otherwise.
That's almost a universal law.
It's funny how our parents used to tell us that when we were younger, and we always thought they were silly, and then you become an adult and realize that's pretty true.
It's different once the sun goes down. I think there's rocks coming off of that thing. Customer service. I primarily wipe down equipment, mop the floors, front desk, membership cancellations, things of that nature. Basically customer service. But they got like 50 other things. They give you a section per day where before you leave you want to make sure you clean that section. And that normally is about 45 minutes of the shift. Besides that, it's customer service.
Yeah.
And it's only like 4 hours per shift. It's a new facility there in Norwood. Yeah. I mean, I like it though because it keeps me progressively focusing on developing.
Yeah.
Meet a lot of people. People trying to maintain health because it's not like LA Fitness or it's a non-judgmental zone. Yeah. So you see people there basically for therapy type stuff. Like the exercises they be doing are more, less strenuous than somebody that's trying to get big.
Yeah.
Mostly treadmills, stair steppers, ellipticals, and free weights.
Yeah.
And if you got insurance, you get a free membership that's paid through your insurance.
Really?
Yeah, it's called the Silver Sneakers. And that's mainly you see people that are like 60, 65 participating in that. But they got the hydro beds, massage chairs and things of that nature, which that's what I really appreciate the most.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And believe it or not, they're franchise,
Yeah.
So whoever the manager are, they open up the locations based off of the managers,
Yeah.
So it's really like their own personal location.
Yeah.
They hire, fire, quit, whatever, it's all on the manager.
Yeah. Right. Makes it more makes you more buy-in. The ownership that way. Managers.
It's a good plan
Yeah.
if you have great managers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bias, there's a lot of bias.
Yeah.
Politics on the corporate side of it.
Yeah.
Not as far as like a membership, but as far as behind the counter, there's a lot of bias. But I appreciate it. I don't really mind.
So you happy with Florida so far?
I was just telling the young lady that was in here, at this age, I just focus on growth and development.
Yeah.
So anywhere is great. At this point, I don't have any bad feelings towards Florida. It just wasn't my first choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people are like, oh yeah, that's wonderful. It just was not my personal first choice.
Yeah.
Do you travel a lot?
I do.
Yeah.
I got a trip probably 3 out of 4 weeks every month. That's
Oh.
not like the whole week, but like, this is like, I'm leaving today, come back tomorrow. That's true.
Oh. How do you settle?
Not very well. I'm usually home on the weekends, which is nice. But most trips are usually like Tuesday and Thursday or Monday and Thursday type of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday.
No, I'm just saying from like the jet lag, you know what I'm saying, like that's a process going through,
Yeah. This is just up to Virginia, so it's staying in the same time zone, which is easier. If I'm crossing time zones, for the most part, I try to keep my body clock on the same on the time zone that I originate from, and especially if it's a quick trip. So like if I go out to the West Coast and it's a quick trip, I'll go to bed super early out there because I know I'm waking up super early regardless because that part of my body clock takes multiple days to change.
Yeah.
So if I just maintain my sleep schedule and try to keep my eating schedule as close to as I can, the jet lag isn't that bad.
Right. That requires a strong level of discipline.
It does.
Yeah. Because I went to visit Los Angeles. Probably like it had to been a while ago, and it was like, I couldn't process it really. It took me about a day to adjust.
Yeah.
So if you're traveling 3 times a month, it takes strong discipline. I just be ready to be settled.
Yeah.
I wish that you could Uber in other states, like whatever one your license is in, that's like your hub, so you can't like really go to other states and
Oh, really?
yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like if I was to have a trip pick up a trip from here and go to Orlando, when I get to Orlando, I wouldn't be able to receive trips going back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in time, I would hope that would be something that's on their drawing board.
Field drive or whatever.
Yeah, I would travel so much more without having, to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you retiring soon, or?
Yeah, I got another few years to go. I'll be done.
Okay. It gets better after retirement?
I don't know. I mean, all my friends that have retired are doing well. It's a large transition. I've been in the military my entire adult life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know anything different.
Yeah.
So transitioning into civilian life is just going to be different. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do you have things that you're passionate about, like hobby type stuff?
Yeah, I'm big in fitness. I do CrossFit.
Okay.
So I'm really a big fan of CrossFit and all that. So I don't know. I'd want to own my own gym. I'm not entrepreneurial and wanting to own my own business.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be like a side job, be like a CrossFit coach or something like that.
Okay.
Something I don't really have time for now, but it'd be good in retirement.
Do you run marathons?
No, I'm not a distance runner.
Okay.
So yeah, just like doing the.
Well, I'm getting from behind that guy. I promise you. I'm so sorry.
Nope. Drive.
Yeah, because it had to have been like 6 months ago. I was behind one of those guys, and it flew a rock into my windshield. So I had like PTSD when I saw that stuff coming off. I saw that stuff falling off that. Oh, I'm like, I'm not getting behind him. That is so dangerous. Excuse me. Hawaii. Hawaii was really a good choice. But as far as like centrally, I think more Seattle, Washington, kind of. Really, because for the gloominess, I think I would like that because I think it's a contrast to my personality, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to say this, but like when their spirit or energy is low, that's where I'll be shining.
Yeah.
So, and I think about I'm a music producer. So any time where I can be in an area where I can naturally be a blessing to others, then that's a good thing for me. So like in Los Angeles, the people that was in my circle, they were way more blessed than I am, and there was no need for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was like, you know. So that's just kind of how I think about it. But a lot of people choose places for like all kind of different reasons, mainly the weather. But I think I will be able to bless more people in areas where they're just programmed to live life, you know. But
Yeah.
But I do like Hawaii though. I think Hawaii would be really nice.
Have you been there?
No.
No. It's gorgeous.
Oh. Okay, so I take it you've been there.
Yeah. Well, I when I was on ships, we pulled into port there, and then my wife and I took our honeymoon there.
Oh yeah, seeing that right there, that was why. That was why.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why. Because when I think of good moments like celebratory with a life partner,
Yeah.
I think Hawaii.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. I like it so much. I wanted to move there, but it's island life. Well, while it sounds neat, like the practicalities of it, of being kind of isolated on an island. Like I didn't want that part of it. For me, the closest thing to living in Hawaii is living in Florida.
Is it undeveloped?
Large parts of it are, and so each island is different. So I've been to Oahu, or Waikiki and Honolulu are.
Okay.
My wife and I did our honeymoon in Kauai, which is like one of the northwesternmost islands, and that's a lot less developed. It's a lot more jungly. It's a lot smaller.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
And then we took a family trip there years later. I have some distant cousins that live on the Big Island,
Mm-hmm.
and so we went out there and visited them, and that's where all the volcanoes are.
Okay.
And so that has its own geography. So every island has its own geography, and it's different, but they're all beautiful. It's just another super expensive place to live, mostly because everything's imported. Like everything you need to live, for the most part, groceries and everything are imported.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, and island life is just like super laid back. And you can see
Right.
whales from the beach.
And it's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I be thinking about. Yeah.
It's a dream of mine to live there too. It's just not practical.
It's logistically a visit. Yeah, that's how I feel about Los Angeles too. Cause I know so many people who, oh yeah, we want to visit. Yeah, it's a totally different experience when you live there. You be trying to tell people, no, don't go. It's a trap because it's not what it looks like on television. That's what I did learn. When you grow up and you watch those movies and it's like, oh yeah, Hollywood. Hollywood is like 2 blocks.
Yeah. And it's not terribly nice after you get off those 2 blocks.
No. It actually, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do enjoy married life? You appreciate it?
Oh yeah, it's been good. I mean, it takes work. It takes work because you're growing with someone together, and you really can't be on autopilot. You have to be intentional with it, and really take the time to devote to that other person, to devote to your relationship, especially once you have kids. It's very enriching overall.
Okay. That's the first time I've heard that description of it, which is a wonderful thing, you know.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing, because my parents been married, divorced, and they're still together. So it's like some of the times you just have to ride the waves. But it's a process. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a process. That person can be like the most annoying person in the world for that moment. And then you just have to take a deep breath and work through it. And they're the best person in the world next moment. In many ways, life is simpler and more efficient if you just have to worry about yourself. But adding the family aspect for it, while it increases complexity and expense and stuff, and the reward you get and the blessings that multiply in your life more if you put in the work are just amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I like that one. Now I want to ask, do you know which terminal you're going to?
American Airlines.
American, okay.
And this airport's pretty small, so it's really just all one terminal for the most part.
I just like to ask because I want to get you right there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Safe travels, man. right, again, Mr. Gabriel, I want to thank you for riding with Uber. It was a very great experience.
Thank you for driving me today. I appreciate it. You be safe out there. Drive safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the Halloweeners.
Yep, it'll be busy tonight. I can hop out right here. That's fine.
All right, again, you have a great trip.
I will. Have a good day.
It's open.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks again. Take care.